Can you do me a favor, Mr. Gas? Can you come over here? Yeah, keep shooting at me. Come here. I got something to tell you. But you gotta get closer. No, closer, not farther. Ah! There we go. Put the shaders back on so you don't get confused and scared. Hello, friends. Welcome to episode 23 of Modded Minecraft Survival with me. My name's SkitzTGPG. And today we're going to go ghast hunting. Okay. Let's bone meal some flax. I need string to make more storage stuff. You know, this is a humongous waste of bone meal. So I had an idea because of basically precisely that. I thought, you know what? It would be a lot easier if I could farm mobs. Because then I could just, you know, grind up a bunch of spiders. Hi, Grundle. You don't want spiders anywhere near your Grundle, huh? Listen, make sure you wipe your feet. Okay. So out of a whole stack of bone meal, we got 3 string. Not good numbers. So I thought, okay, how can we bump up those numbers? Those are rookie numbers. So I said, well, if we had a mob farm, like I was telling you a moment ago, before I got distracted, then I'd be able to, you know, I'd make the dreadful dirt and have just a bunch of mobs constantly spawning, and they'd get killed. But we have a whole lot of a project to do to get there. First and foremost, we need a ghast, specifically a ghast tier. If we can get our hands on a ghast tier, we can make a mob imprisonment tool, which we don't strictly need right now, actually. But I want to get it anyway. So let's go give it our best shot to try and find it. I need a ranged weapon is the deal. So let's see. I know I have a whole bunch of cool stuff in here somewhere. Here we go. Let's find a decent looking bow. Yeah, let's use that. And grab some arrows. Yeah, stack of arrows. Cool. We don't have a means of zipping around and flying yet. So this may or may not be successful. We'll find out together. Yeah. Hey, look! A ghast! Can you do me a favor, Mr. Ghast? Can you come over here? Yeah, keep shooting at me. Come here. I got something to tell you. But you gotta get closer. No, closer, not farther. Ow. Ah! Uh-oh. Ah! Dude, not now! I almost had the damn thing! Stupid freaking ghosts! Come here. I'm a f*** ya. Holy shit, you're tough. Oh god, it's a boss! And the ghast is gone. Awesome. Ow! Ah! Ow. Ow. And, yep, the ghast is gone. I just wanted some magma cubes for my troubles, you know? It was right there. It was within my grasp. Then it despawned because that fucking ghost! I don't see any other ghasts on the map right now. Let's head back up to the portal. He was right there. Also, I just remembered Ghost Fucker has a ranged attack, so at least next time I'll be able to really give it to him. Alright, let's see here. You won't show me entities on this. Why? There we go. There's an imp behind me I'm going to have to deal with in just a second, but let's see. Please give me a ghast. They typically spawn over lava lakes, at least in my experience. So, shit. Alright, whatever. I'll just come back later. Like I said, we didn't need it, but it would have been nice to have. So anyway, let's get back to it. So, the next thing I want to do, if the ghast hunt is a no-go... When will you recognize me as your master? If you do not join me, you will perish. We'll talk about it later, Mr. Dama. For now, we need latex. There's a pretty simple way to get latex, I think. And it's going to be using industrial foregoing. So, let's see here. You're going to want to put stuff in, and we're going to go, okay. Yes, I'm still messing with refined storage. I'm trying to get more done. We might look into that in a bit. For right now, let's look at industrial foregoing. So, we need latex. We need, yeah. Power! Fluid extra... Okay, and then we need these. Okay, that's not bad. Alright, shoot, I don't remember where the hell I put... Wish I knew why my head kept snapping around. Whatever. Let's see if it's in here. No. Well, I need a redstone block. Where's my redstone? Yeah, we'll just grab a stack. Go. We'll make a couple blocks. Just in case. And then we need iron and logs, right? Is it logs or any wood? Logs. Specifically logs. I don't need that many. But we are going to make 4. We'll make 5. Okay, we're going to make 4 fluid extractors. I'll explain what these do in a moment. For right now, I need to get this rolling. So we'll need... Okay. I made 2. What am I missing? Okay. Bingo bango. Now we have 4 fluid extractors. So what, you may be saying? Oh, you silly, silly bitch. I'll show you. Now we're going to get a... we're going to need that, but I need a block placer. There we are. And that, of course, needs plastic. Which is made by smelting dry rubber, which is made by tiny dry rubber, which is created in the latex processing unit. The latex processing unit is going to pull the fluid, the liquid resin, that I'm going to be extracting from these here. Fluid extractors. Let me go get my fluid pipes, because I'ma need it. In the refined storage network. You'll love to see it. So what these are going to do, I've placed a log here, and what these are going to do over time is slowly extract latex from these logs, which will eventually wear the log out, and we'll have to replace it. Before we can do that, get a block placer, set it up so that it constantly resupplies the log, we have to get some latex the manual way, right? So, here we go. Up one more, actually. And then, we're going to pop over here. So, for now, this is all going to... No, I guess I didn't need to do that. This is all going to funnel to a tank. Because that feels like the right idea. I think we can make that in here. Do we have... No, we don't have any glass. Okay, that's easy to fix. Alright. While we wait for more glass to smelt, let's go grab some more food. Because I just ate my last stew. And to be perfectly honest, I'm kind of sick of nighttime. You having fun, buddy? Good. You're making me a little nervous. I'm gonna have a friggin' heart attack watching you. All it takes is one wrong move. Come here. Come here, you. He's so squirrely. Hold still. Come here. Gotcha! Ouch! Where was I? No idea. Oh, yeah! We got food. Let's get back to the latex. We need a tank, which is what I was up to before. So let's look at what that costs. Tank, a good one, right? We don't need a crazy one because, to be perfectly honest with you, eventually we're going to have it hooked up to a fluid network, much like our current item network. So let's grab a tank, singularity tank. Holds 32 buckets. That's plenty. Pop it down right here. Get out our pipe ramps right here. And then we're going to say, you see how it's got latex in each of them? And say, boop, 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 boop. Now, we have latex. We have a bucket of latex, which is the big thing. Because now we need to make a latex processing unit to process this into something I can actually use. And not, drink if I want to have a really, really bad day. So, let's make this guy. We need 2 buckets, a furnace, one of those. Okay, easy enough. I know I have furnaces. Yep, there's a furnace. 2 buckets. Bang. Latex processing unit. Now we can take our latex processing unit and go, bleh, and now it, blip, cool. So now this requires 2 things. Water, you doing, and latex. So, I have a bucket of water in the refined storage. Dump that in there. Cool. And we will add fluid pipes. There we go. Okay. content to wait for a little bit. This is processing the latex. So now, you know what? I want a bucket of this before we speed it up and make it not liquid. Okay. And we're going to need an aqueous accumulator. That is a device from Thermal Foundation that will allow us to have an infinite water source. But not just one. It'll be able... it will allow us to easily pipe water around. As sort of a rudimentary pamp. It's pamp water. We're gonna pump it. We're gonna pump the water. So first we need a area to do this. I'm thinking... You know what? Why not right here? So now what we have is something that is 3x3, an odd number, being stuffed into a 2x2, an even number for those of you keeping track at home. So we have to be a little bit creative, which is fine. Bing. Bing. Cool. Okay. So we've handled the actual pool of water. Now what? Now we get the accumulator. Duh. Bang. Aqueous accumulator get. Isn't it beautiful? It's fine. Go. Now, this will pipe water anywhere I want it to, which is pretty neat. As it happens, right now I want to pipe it over here. Obviously, all this back-end stuff will get cleaned up eventually. I plan on really going hard with the decoration and the attention to detail this season. We've got latex moving. So, now what? Now, we're going to go ahead and slap that right there. Okay, and now we're going to get our wrench out and just give this boy a good old swivel round until he's facing straight down. I think that did it. I don't see the... Yep, it did it. Okay. Pop that guy in there. Fill that bitch with blocks, and it needs power. So... Ow! Whatever. Everything's powered now. This thing is. So... These, thankfully, don't need power. I'm sure they go faster if you power them, but I have time on my side. And the power of God and anime. So, we'll be okay. Okay, see? It just placed the blocks, so that's obviously working. Pretty cool, pretty cool. This is processing rubber. You'll love to see that. Take that. Basically, every bucket that it gets it. Oh, okay. Or maybe not. Take those. I'll take those. Thank you very much. So now we have some stuff put together. But it doesn't really get us too close to a mob farm yet, does it? For that, we're going to need to look at... yeah, here we go. Dreadful dirt, which is made using a rotten egg. A rotten egg is acquired with feed. Specific, this kind. Nope, this kind. Nope, yeah. Fucking... This is trespassing. Sorry. That was weird. Somebody left leather and leads in my lab. I don't even know how they got in here. Wild. Okay. So we've got latex up and running. Dreadful dirt is next, and we need feed for that. So we need fluid experience. So we've got some ways to go before we're able to actually make this. But if we're able to capture a ghast... No, we're not ready to really farm it yet, are we? Frick. But we do need a way to get the experience bucket, right? Bottle of... okay, maybe not. Maybe we're not as close to it as I thought we would be. Unless... oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What if we made an XP drain tank? It just needs Eyes of Ender, a singularity tank, and iron bars. We happen to have one more set of iron bars. We can pulverize this blaze rod to get blaze powder with an ender pearl to make an Eye of Ender. Oh, we need to. That's fine. To make... oh, we just need a dropper. Bang. Now, if I take this, which I typically use to put under my shower and toilet so that when I stand or sit on them, it looks like I'm peeing, but it also stores my experience. We can store all experience in this bad boy. And I happen to have 14 right here. Now, Fluid XP and Industrial Foregoing are from 2 different mods. So I won't be able to use this to power more advanced mob spawners. However, that's all we need to make the dreadful dirt. Well, the feed, right? We just need seeds, the spider eye, rotten flesh. So seeds. Bang! That was exactly what we needed. So, if I hit this with a chicken, if I hit a chicken with this, is what I should say, it will lay a rotten egg. We can use the rotten egg to make dreadful dirt. The dreadful dirt is, well, it's a 5x5 area of like hyper spawn mobs. A bad thing. We need it contained, right? So probably won't get to it this episode. I'll probably start building the second floor because I want to put the mob spawner a little bit further away for a whole variety of reasons. But for now, let's go look for a chicken. Let's see. Chicken. I gotta find me a chicken. Oh, here comes this idiot. Okay. Whew. Hate being on fire. Whee! Like those moves? I didn't. I got wet. Oh god. Oh god! Up! Up! That was silly. I was paying more attention to my camera than I was to where I was going! Kinda wanna check that wreck out. Oh, I am so far outside my comfort zone, it's ridiculous. I see. Okay, well that's gonna add some stuff. Extra XP. Cool. I'll take it. If it's free, it's for me. Well, all I had to do... Please don't come back. Alright, let's see. Nice, nice. Okay. Bone helmet. Boring old weapons. Just garbage. Garbage! Crashed in the water for that? Oh no! Okay. Ow. What? Okay. Well, hi, Tasmanian devil. Ah, fuck! Oh, fuck no. Fuck no. Get out of here, kid. I don't think so. Yuck. Ugh. Control your children, madam. Spider. Ah! Journeying at night. How do I come up with these brilliant ideas? Truly, I should eat. See? Traveling at night, starving to death. Who isn't astounded by my genius? Eat this. Cool. Thank you much. Now we can just use our emergency go home button. And magically, wonderfully, we are back with the rotten egg. So, next episode, we'll build a mob kind of chamber, right? I want to build a second floor. So what I'll do is I'll probably, between episodes, I will find a Y level I'm happy with and basically duplicate this setup, just lower. Or at least start to. Maybe I'll do it chunk by chunk so I don't overwhelm myself. Yeah, that sounds like the move. And we'll put the mob spawner down there and hook it up, and it'll be great. So we'll get there, but that'll be next episode. Friends, thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me today. It really does mean the world. I really appreciate it. I hope you had some fun. I know I certainly did. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode where we do all those things. I really, really, really want this mob farm up and running, because that's when we can really start like having items and being able to get more flexible with our mods. Like I want this mob farm up because once we get that up, we can dive into things like Ars Nouveau, for instance, right, Grendel? All right. Both my Grundle and I are tired, so we'll catch you in the next episode. But until then, take care. Don't groan. It's funny.